all, so welcome to the today's tutorial. So in previous tutorials we have added different type of bombs like smoke bomb. We have added inflammable items. Today we will add a time bomb, which is really simple because we have already written the base architecture. Because if you will see in the previous tutorial in the inflammable code, if we will go inside here on the on bullet hit, we have pasted this thing, correct? It's a very small tutorial, it won't take much time, so we will modify the same class as time bomb is also a type of inflammable. So there are two things which we can do. Let's imagine in time bomb you do want to do something explicit, then we can create one more class, the child of the inflammable class. Then we can do this thing, or else we can just modify this class. I don't want to do anything fancy with time bomb, so it will just do some time delay and will run this code. So we will modify this code only. Okay, so first thing first, what I will do, I will create one variable. I will name is at bool time bomb. By default I will keep it as false, and second float time delay for time bomb. I will keep it 8 second by default. Okay, so I will check. So second thing is I will shift this code because this code is destroying it, right? So what it is doing, it is applying the force in the periphery. So I will put this code here: a ham inflammable base on explosion. I will just shift this code here, alt enter, create declaration. I am making this virtual, so in future let's imagine if we want to override this function, then we can do in the child class. That's why I'm marking it virtual. Okay, so I will call it as explosion here. Next thing is I will check in the begin play if this thing is like if it's a time bomb or not. If it is, then I will use get world time manager, and set timer. I will set a timer, so we need to have the timer handler. I will create it in the private f timer handler x time bomb timer handler. Okay, so time bomb timer handler comma, we need to give f timer delegate. So f timer delegate create lambda, and inside this lambda I will create one lambda. Next is the rate. Now let's keep it 1 for the starting loop. No, I don't want any loop. Next thing is first delay. I do want the delay is like a time delay for bomb. Okay, so here I will check if everything is valid. So what I will do, on explosion I will call. This thing is giving error because I'm not referring, so just put end here, so it will capture all the data. and we can call this function. We think everything is good. There are two things we need to check before going out, before calling this function. But in the explosion we are already checking. I always make sure that our you know uh, pointers are valid, because here in Unreal most of the time you will get this null pointer exception. Most of the time, like 95% of the cases, you will get this. So always make sure before accessing any pointer, make sure you that it's a valid pointer. If not, make some changes, do that. Okay, now let's head back to our pawn class. It will be inside the core pawn base. Hmm. So on shoot we have the left binding. I'm creating one more, ia underscore uh, time bomb, and we'll name it as time bomb on time bomb plant. Okay, doesn't seems fine. Alt enter, time bomb again, alt enter, create definition. So we have it. Next is we will define IA timer. So again control D, IA time bomb. Hmm. Okay, I think we are settled. So here I do want to have the class reference of the M inflammable base. So let me check if okay, so I don't think we are using it here. No. So first I do want to have the reference. So time bomb, your property, add it anywhere. Uh, category is like custom. We were defining the time bomb class. So time bomb class. So before that it's a type of actor, a am inflammable base. Add forward declaration. Okay. Next thing is it's an option, like if I do want to create the object also, but let's keep it this way. And I do want to shoot something out, so I will draw the line trace. I think we have already that, if I'm not wrong. I do want this code. Distance to target, let me copy it in the time on plant. Okay, so in the hit result, if it's a valid hit result dot valid is valid blocking hit. If it is, then we will go forth get world pawn actor. Okay, so if we will use this pawn actor, it will spawn the actor and it will trigger the begin play. And we do want to set a variable, if you will see, inside the inflammable class we have set a variable called b time bomb. So we don't have, before spawn we do want to change this variable, so we will use some different spawned actor deferred class. It is kinda same, but it like let me show you how it will work. So the class is am inflammable base. Okay, so class is time bomb class, comma, the transform, this is important, f transform. So target transform dot location we will set, the location will be hit result dot hit impact point. Okay. I don't think we need to set anything else because I want rotation to be 0, default rotation and default scale by default scale is 1, so it will work. So target transform, comma, the actor owner, so I am the owner as I am playing the I am planting the bomb, and the pawn instigator this. Anything else? No, let's keep it like this. Okay. Okay, my bad, this will be like this. So we haven't spawned it yet, so we will store it in the object. Time bomb object. So here we can set that variable, so time wait time bomb true, and if you do want to tweak that time we can do it here. Okay. uh okay, next thing is we have to finish the spawning, so time bomb finish spawning, and here we have to include the transform again, so target transform. So this is the only thing which we need to do. I think we are good. So as soon as I will click on the time bomb plant, it will go here, it will execute this, and it will spawn at the given location. Perfect. If I will go inside this class, inside this everything is in place. Okay, let's try if it is working fine or not. Control B. Okay, it's done, everything is good. Go to the content browser in the core. Nope, where is my actors? Okay, so in the inflammable base I will create one more, so one more child class. So this is the already child class of VP inflammable base. So control D, VP time bomb, double click it. So actually this is funny though, we have modified there, we can also change it here. So okay, this is one thing. Next is like in the time bomb we have to change the static mesh. So for that, get me go to the assets, meshes. So we don't have any mesh, give me a second, let me import it. So it is already up in the description. So static mesh, okay, import. No, let me delete it. Let me import it again. This should be an option to merge combine meshes, import all. Okay, okay, this is perfect. Although I have to include its static mesh time bomb. Okay, this is its texture. For the texture I will import it here only for now, then we will replace it. Okay, save it, drag drop it. mm, okay, this is metallic. uh, this is the ambient inclusion. This is of course normal. This is roughness. This thing is height. Let's leave it for now. And this is emission, which we will put it. And let me click this so we can visualize it. Okay, perfect. This is looking fine. For the emission part, this thing is opaque. What I will do, I will multiply it uh, with lerp. Oh, give me a second, let me think. So actually I do want to, to make it visible. So if I will multiply it with 2000, multiply it with the main texture itself, it should give me this effect. Okay, let me check its material first. GB, okay. Alpha is not there. Okay, so let's do one thing. Actually, don't combine it with the main color, we will use the emission color. So if we will multiply it and use the emission, then it will give you that visible effect that it is working or it is glowing. Okay, so for this let's do one thing. Take the time node, I will do the sign, so it will go from 0 -1 to 1. Then I will lerp alpha and I will make it like 1 to 2000, and I will multiply it with this RGB. We'll click it to emission color. Perfect. Okay, now everything is in place except the sound and the static mesh. Let me pick the static mesh first. Let me position the textures. mm, Time bomb, move here. Push it to materials. Okay, Next is like it is good, but the audio we also want, like, when we will spawn this, we need to have one audio component too. So for that, what we will do, let's go back to the code. In the inflammable, I will create one more, edit anywhere, blueprint read only, read write, blueprint read write. Okay, you audio component, uh, time bomb tick sound component, sc auto, and I will attach it to the static mesh. uh, let's try to do that here only if possible. So static sound base explosive, create sub default sub object, the f name, mm, text, come, you, oh, it's audio component, alt enter, include, okay, sorry, and sc time bomb take, setup attachment, and we will attach it to the static mesh, inflammable mesh. This should do the task, but there is one more problem. We have to give the source, so control D, sb timer beep. So sc timer set source sound b timer beep. Perfect. And this we will put in if condition. If sb timer beep is valid. Let's try control B. Although at runtime we don't create the component using that way, so if it won't work we will use the different way. Okay, so static mesh, we have the, okay, we haven't added that sound yet. In the asset, go to the sound, give me a second, let me include that too. Music, the sound is already there in the description, so you can take it from there. Okay, I will turn the loop on, will put it here. Now everything is in place, and now we will go to our actor core pawn. We will set the class set the pawn subclass of M inflammable base. Time bomb BP inflammable base. It is not letting me. Why is that? Okay, I restarted my Unreal. Now it is working. So it is BP time bomb we have selected. Next thing is input EA time bomb. So let me duplicate it and I will name it as time bomb. I will bind it with a keyboard key. Let me go to time bomb, go to the input context in the mapping, one more time bomb, B I will choose, press G, think everything is in place, compile, save, again let me check, everything is in perfect shape. Okay, B, okay, we have an error here, let me close it. So we will do this in another manner. Let me remove it from here, the audio component. What we will do, audio component, tick is equals to new object, u audio component, this and the class name. So u audio component static class, u audio component, perfect. I close this, register it, sc time bomb tick register component. So this will register component. We will set the attachment sc montic setup attachment to static mesh and flippable mesh. Okay. Okay, for error it will be a pointer. So let me make this a pointer. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, let's try. Let me check if all the bindings are there. Yes, they are. Let me check here too. Okay, everything is in the perfect shape. In the audio, we can actually override the attenuation setting, but we will take it afterwards. Let's see. Okay, B. We are having an error in the begin play. Perfect. See, we have that. Okay, things is working, but there are two issues there. So one is, like, I don't want this to be physical based. So right now it is physics based. If we will go to the parent class, so we have b simulated body true, I will mark it false. So pawn cpp, here we can mark it false, time bomb simulate object false. Okay, Control B, and this time we will play it in the viewport. Reason being is, just want to check if that that uh, that beep is working there or not. B. Okay, it is there. Again, B, 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 B. I am going out. Let me B. B, 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 B. It is working fine. Although the beep thing is not working, which I don't think it is that mandatory as it is already 30 minutes late. So just comment me below what we can do for this, for the beep thing. So you can implement this solution on your own. So this was it for today. Just do like and subscribe. If you do have any doubt, just let me know and we will sort it as soon as possible. Thank you and have a nice day.